Okay, it's only been a few minutes since my last recording, but I want to make a note, and this is what I'm reading, for those of you who want to know what I'm going to read while I'm laying in bed. One of the secondary things is this. It's EOS 1DX. It's really the manual to the camera, except it's not the whole manual. I printed off the pages that have the best illustrations. Plus it's got pictures of the lens I want, plus the flash, plus the GPS. So basically, some cool pictures of the 1DX, some information about how to do different things on it, and then the 28-300 lens, the RXE, the 600 RT flash, and the GPS GP-E1 information receiver. And then the second thing I have is, right now at least, is the B&H catalog here. And I'll turn it to the other page here. Well, I may have passed it already. No. Okay, there's the 1DX right there. That's the camera I want, or the 1DC, but I'd rather 1DX would be fine. And then on the next page, they have a bunch of lenses. They don't have they have the listing of the 28-300, but they don't have a picture of it over here. They have a listing of the I don't have my glasses on, of the 70-200, which a lot of people like because it's not a push-pull, it's a twist, and the lens physically stays the same size on this lens, whereas the 28-300 is a push-pull, so is the 100-400. It's a push-pull, but a lot of people like this 70-200 because it's not a push-pull. Plus, it's good quality glass. So that's down here is the 2x teleconverter. Just some things I like to look at. Imagine some of the photography I can do if I actually had the money to do what I wanted to do. I like to think about having the equipment, using the equipment, being creative with the equipment, and some of the projects I could do if I had, the money to do what I want to do. Which, it's my birthday, and I was hoping, you hope, somebody will like my comic strip, or somebody will like my videos, and they'll send me, I'll get that big check in the mail, and so, obviously that's not going to happen. You buy lottery tickets, you hope that'll work. I put the stuff on Flickr so people can see it. I put it on Lulu.com so people can buy it. They say if you do what you love, eventually you get paid to do it. And I'm still doing it because I love it. I love doing it, but it's just, I wish I would get paid sooner or later. I'm still not getting paid for it. I got on a way to be paid, but nobody's buying it. So I don't know how. I don't know how without money to make. I feel like I'm Steve Wozniak, and I've got this great Apple II computer, but there's no Steve Jobs to tell me how to market it. You know what I'm saying? I figured out how to put it on Lulu and make some money, but nobody's actually going to Lulu. I'm not. How do you get the people to Lulu to see your work and want to buy it? I don't know. That's, like I said, again, I feel like Steve Wozniak without Steve Jobs. So, that's the best comparison I can come up with. I feel like I've got this great material out there that's funny, and it's ahead of its time, but nobody's buying it. So, of course, if nobody's buying it, when I put it on Facebook, people can see it, and I know people are commenting on it, but I don't know, but I'm glad I do what I do, so just wish I could figure out a way to make some money while I'm doing it. Well, oh well, it's not like I'm starving or anything, but it's just like, I'd like to be able to buy my own house and do my own thing. Anyway, here I am, 40 years old now. Made a video about my depressing life. I don't know, I don't have anything else to do. I get to this point, I'm like, I was hoping today would be different. I mean, I don't know what to be honest, I don't know what really expect. It's one of those things you kind of hope for it, and you hope, and when the day comes, and here it is, the day is here. And it's like, you're hoping something big is going to happen. Now, of course, there's a possibility something big happens if I win the lottery. Those tickets I bought there today, that could still happen. That's a possibility. And I won't even know, since I've already mailed them in, I probably won't know until next week sometime, if that's soon. So that could be something, I don't know. We'll see, we'll find out. But either way, it's not easily. I'm not going to know easily until the middle or end of next week. If anything super came out of that, but aside from that, I just don't know. I'm in the same spot I am. I'm in the same spot I am several years ago. I'm 40 years old. I'm still in the same freaking spot. I've been in this. Before it was 1DX and 1DC, it was a 1DS Mark III. The camera one. The only thing that's really changed is the fact. The cameras have obviously gotten better, and the technologies have improved drastically. Don't get me wrong. The difference between the 1DS Mark III and the 1DX was big. The 1DX and the 1DC are a lot better. But my point is, while that's changed, my desire to have one hasn't. I've been looking at these dumb catalogs for literally years now. You know what I'm saying? This has changed from the 1DS to the 1DX, but basically, my sitting here wanting them and wanting to do it hasn't changed. I've got the camera I'm using now. I've got the camera that's up there in the closet, but it's far from what I need to do some of the stuff. I need different lenses. It's depressing. I can't do any more than I can. And it's just, I don't know. You want to be able to do things and have fun and enjoy life, and I was hoping today would change things, or at least work toward that, or I don't know. If it said this is what your life's going to be when you turn 40, I don't know. And the thing I hate about it is a lot of it's not even my fault. A lot of where I am right now, I'm going to say this, I blame it on God, that's true, is because of my back, because of a disease that I had scoliosis, and that screwed up my life. I tried to fix it and have surgery. That made it better, but my life is still, every day of my life is controlled by the fact that I have back pain. And I take Tylenol to try to get rid of it, and that only helps temporarily, and then even that temporary help isn't 100%. So it's like you get 80%, it takes away 80 to 90% of your pain, but it's only temporary. It's only, several hours, or 6 hours at a time, or 8 hours at a time. And, it's just, there's a lot of things I can't control, can't change. It's, the old serenity prayer. Wisdom to know things, to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Well, the wisdom to know the difference is there's certain things I can't change, and having this back problem is one of them. And I wish I could, but I can't. So, it's just, that's the, I know God cursed me for it, did this to me for a reason. And maybe in the long run it's going to pay off. I hope it does. 100 years from now, maybe somebody will see my stuff on the internet or wherever, and they'll be inspired to change the world, or it'll make a difference to somebody somewhere, tomorrow or next week or 200 years after I'm dead. I don't know. I hope so. I really do. I'd like to think It's not only helping somebody today, but it's going to inspire somebody to do something, a long time after I'm dead. Positive things. So I'm hoping that's, because if it doesn't, then I've wasted a lot of time and energy. And it's just all I got to say. I think back to when I was in high school, and this is not what I had in mind when I was getting ready to graduate high school. That's for sure, to say the least. So I mean, again, there's hope. That lottery thing could pan through. It's my 40th birthday. I mean, if things are going to change, I just feel like if they're not going to change now or pretty soon, they haven't changed in the past, and it doesn't feel like they're going to change in the future. So I'm hoping this lottery thing for my birthday kicks in and does something great. Because seriously, it's just like I feel like nothing's ever going to change. And I want it to desperately. I mean, don't get me wrong. All things considered, I could be a lot worse off. I don't doubt that. I mean, I got a place to sleep. I got food, a roof over my head. I've got food to eat for the most part. I'm not starving. So, I mean, I'm doing a lot better than a lot of people. But nonetheless, I like to own my own house. I like to have my own place. I'm 40 years old now. I'm still living at Mom's house. So, it's not what I had in mind. It's just like, it's just not what I wanted. So,